afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FilmMyRun, on Twitter at FilmMyRun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax and watch me do all the hard work. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Good night. Hello, wherever you are. It's Monday Run Club. I am injured. I've been injured for a couple of weeks now, 2 or 3 weeks. I was trying to run. Bear with me, just turn this music down a bit. Wrong keyboard. Right. Turn that down a bit. Okay, so I was trying to run. It became very obvious that I couldn't run, so I took a few days off. Tried a race on Saturday. Didn't work out very well, so it's time to not run for a little bit and get myself better. And so I'm not running tonight. I'm not running on Wednesday, but I will be streaming. I will be commentating. So we will see what happens tonight in Monday Run Club. I'm going to follow Tim for a little bit. And they should be off any minute now. So this is your standard Monday Run Club. I'm following Group A, although I can flit around any of the runners in Groups A, B, C or D. Group A has Tim Gross, Karl-Heinz Engel, Aaron Green, Michael Hasser, Jeff Bassett, Pete Byrne, Nico from Belgium, they're off. Somebody else from Germany. Mark Sanderson, Christoph Verdu, Anders Wilhelmsen, Emily Williams from the USA, Peter Woods from Ireland, and Jeff Zundel from the USA. So we are off, and the session they're doing is usually a progressive session. Let's have a look at it. So they're doing 2.4 kilometres warm-up, so a long warm-up. A very long warm-up, and then a steady progression, 400 metres, getting faster and faster for each of those 400 metres. It's fairly sedate, so 12 kilometres an hour for the first. Don't know what's happened there. And
right on.
Let me just make sure my playlist is correct. Yeah, that's all right. I don't know why it went off there. So yes, just basically 400 kilometre splits each time, and rising to about 13. Well, they do some 14.3s at the end. 14.3 kilometres per hour at the end. So they get a bit faster, but it's not huge speeds today. Pretty gentle warm up to the week. If you are watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, do please say hello. It looks like, to me, it looks like Tim is not wearing a heart rate monitor. Bad guy. Bad boy, Tim. Let's have a look if there's anyone wearing a heart rate monitor. Oh no, I've just realised something bad. If I click off... is that me then? Karl-Heinz Engel. Let's have a look at Karl-Heinz Engel. No, he has got a heart rate monitor on. Okay, I need to be careful because not only can I see the runners in Monday Run Club, but I can also see the cyclists. And if I click on a cyclist, I could quite easily lose the entire group. So I need to be very careful. I should really have joined the group, but what I wanted to do was make sure I could see people's heart rate as well. So you can see Karl-Heinz Engel has a heart rate of 121 BPM at the moment. And the thing is, if I joined the actual workout, I would only be able to see my stats and not other people's stats. So it's best of both worlds or worst of both worlds.
Right on.
This is a risk with all the other cyclists on the course. If I change to somebody else, I need to know that they are definitely in the run. So I know that Nico just behind there from Belgium, he's in the run. Tim Gross is in the run. Jeff Bassett I can see. Aaron Green I can see. I just need to be careful to switch between them and not hit on a cyclist, or I could be in trouble. So we're running through the desert. You may know that
Right on.
we have a brand new piece of course that runs just off this desert route through a forest. What's it called? Anyone know what it's called? If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, let me know what it's called. But there is a new forest route which can be used by runners or cyclists. I can go and find out a little bit about it, actually. Whilst we're watching them do their warm-up. We'll go to Eric Schlange's Zwift Insider webpage. Titan Grove,
Right
that's
on.
it.
Nice.
Titan Grove. So Eric says there are 5 routes that will take you through Titan's Grove. Click on Watopia, obviously, and then you can choose the Big Foothills, Dust in the Wind, Muir in the Mountain, or Quatch Quest. Oh, and Sand and Sequoias. So some new routes to choose, which will all take you through the new Titan Grove wooded area. I've not ridden or run through it yet. Obviously, I'm injured. Even when I did a run the other day, even when I did a ride the other day, it hurt my foot. So I'm going to try to do nothing. I might do swimming. Swimming is probably the only thing that will not hurt my foot at the moment. I'm not seeing any messages on Facebook. So if you are messaging me, I apologise. I'll have a look in a second and see if I can do something about that. But you can message me on YouTube if you are watching on the Zwift Live channel. Used to be called the Zwift Runs and Rides channel. It's now Zwift Live. If you go to the Zwift Live YouTube channel, you can message me from there. But I'm not seeing any Facebook messages at the moment. They are still in their warm-up. They've only done 1 kilometre so far of warm-up. And Karl-Heinz Engel is comfortable at 124 BPM at the moment. Let's risk it and have a little look around some of the other runners. So P. Woods, he's got no heart rate monitor. Nico is wearing a heart rate monitor, 145 BPM at the moment. Jeff Bassett, no heart rate monitor at the moment. Sanderson, 137 BPM. Tim Gross, no heart rate monitor. Let's see if Aaron Green's got a heart rate monitor on. No. Michael Hassa? Yes, 146 BPM. So all comfortable at the moment. Everyone's comfortable. Emily Williams, no heart rate monitor. Peter Byrne, very comfortable at 122 BPM. So Group A, rocking along nice and easily. There we go. Okay, I can see Facebook chat now. So hello, John Hepplewhite, and hello to my wife. And John Hepplewhite is just confirming it is Titans Grove. So if you are watching on Facebook, I can now see Facebook chat, and I can see YouTube chat. So no heart rate monitor for Aaron Green. I don't know what time it is where Aaron is, but he's in Australia. Sometimes Aaron listens to the broadcast, so let us know, Aaron, what time it is where you are, if you are watching or listening as you run. Nico, right, Nico from Belgium. He's the first one I've seen whose heart rate has now got into the orange zone, zone 4. He's at 154 BPM, so he's working a bit harder. Oh, he's only on the cusp, though. Look at that, 152 now. So he's gone down into the yellow zone, zone 3. So just working a little bit harder now, having done a kilometre, having done a mile now. If you've got any questions, guys, if you are wondering what all this is about, if you're watching this for the first time, then this is Zwift. Zwift is a live online running and cycling platform. It's a virtual world where you run in real time with other people. So all the people that you see in front of you are real people running wherever they are in the world. Germany, Belgium, Australia, the USA, Brazil there. Loads of different countries represented right across the world. And we are running Monday Run Club, which is a training session every Monday. And we have various different sessions that run throughout the day. So this is only one of the sessions that we do, but it's the one that I stream. Russell King says, good evening, Stephen. Are you filming at the Rat Festival this weekend? Sorry to hear you're injured. Well, when you say filming, I am running their social media this weekend. So I will have a camera. I will be doing live streaming if I can get the equipment all working. It's basically just a practice for the Arc of Attrition in February, which I'm also looking after Mud Crew's social media. But I will be down in Cornwall this weekend trying to set up some kind of streaming of live running of the Rat weekend, yes. And then back again in Cornwall in February for the Arc of Attrition. The injury is... well, it's just I've got to rest now for at least 2 or 3 weeks and see what happens, because I have a big run at the end of August, and no matter what, I am going to be on the start line for that run, so I just have to make sure I'm as healthy as possible. If I can't run, well, we'll find out during the run, because I am going to start. Well, unless it's absolutely obvious that I'm not going to finish, then I won't start, and I will try and defer to the year after, which I think you can do. I'm pretty sure you can do that.
Right on!
So we'll see what happens. Right, we can't be far away now from the end of the warm-up. 2.4 kilometres is the warm-up. So Nico is in 1:56 in the orange-yellow zone. Pete Woods is not wearing a heart rate monitor. It's Pete Byrne. Yes, Pete Byrne is very comfortable at 1:23 BPM. Just behind Emily Williams. Michael Hasser, 1:38 BPM, very comfortable again in the green zone. And they should be fairly comfortable at the moment because it is early stages. It's only the warm-up. 11.8 kilometres an hour. So they're gradually speeding up to get to 12. And they'll start their 400-metre reps at 12 kilometres per hour in about 100 metres time. So you'll see gradually increase to 12. 90 metres to go. You'll notice they've all got green TV screens in front of them. That signifies, that shows us that they are in a workout. If you're just free running, if you're just running normally, you wouldn't have that TV screen in front of you. Right, here we go. You'll see Michael Hasser, there he is, just tipped up to 12 there. And Tim Gross, just on 12 as well, just below 12. Be interesting to see what Tim is showing on his screen. I've got him at 11.9, but I know for a fact that he's using a MyRun treadmill, which is directly connected to Zwift. So I would expect his reading to read 12. But he's reading 11.9. 2.5 kilometres gone. And they're in their first 400-metre split. So for the whole of this session, they will gradually increase their pace until they get to something. I think it's 14 something kilometres per hour for the last split. Dean Hand, hello. Dean says, hope you are well. As well as you can be considering the injury. Yes, I am. Thank you. I should probably be just enjoying the relaxation. Had a very busy week. I was at the cycling show in London on Thursday and Friday, working with the Zwift guys at the Zwift stand. So that was good fun. Lots and lots of people trying out the treadmill as well as the bikes. Even though it was a cycling show, we had loads of people on the treadmill. So it was good fun. Just making sure people didn't fall off, smash their noses. That was enjoyable. Then on our Thursday night, I went to a Zwift event, it was a New Balance event actually, in which Zwift was involved. We had 2 treadmills at the New Balance event, and some good racing, some relay races, and a mile race against Alex Yee, one of the best triathletes in the country at the moment. So that was good. And we had good old chats with some of the folks from New Balance. Good projects lined up with them in the future. Archie, I wanted to run with you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I cannot run at the moment. If you want to subscribe to the Film My Run channel, please do. filmmyrun.com, youtube.com/filmmyrun. That's my main YouTube channel. We also have this YouTube channel that I'm broadcasting on now, which is the Zwift Live channel for all the Zwift events. So Aaron. So they're now on their second set. 3 kilometres done. And they've just increased the speed a little bit, and they're halfway through their second set now. Or at the end. Hang on a second. Let me just double check that. Get the iPhone out. So 240, then 280. No, so coming up in 100 metres time, they should be going up to 12.2 kilometres per hour. .2, yeah. Can't see anyone wearing... Oh, no, I was just about to say I can't see anyone wearing short shorts, but then Nico popped up with his white shorts there, look. Good overhead shot, that. I like that. I know it's... Is it Tim with his white shorts? Tim's got the short shorts on.
Check it out.
Archie, yes, you can join a race halfway through. This isn't a race, though. This is a run. It's a training session, so it's not a race, even though at the top there it does say 7th out of 19 for Tim. But it's not a race. It's a run where you are supposed to stay together, run together as a group, and do the training session together as a group. But in essence, you can join a group workout. You can join a race halfway through. You will be plonked right in the middle of the runners. You will have just run fewer miles than they have. Oh, somebody else has got short shorts on in front as well. Whoever that is with the white headband on the left there has short shorts on. Oh, gosh. We don't want to see that view, do we? Karl-Heinz Engel, let's see how he's going. Heart rate of 135. Archie says, how can I join that group now? Well, it depends. Are you a Zwift member? Do you have a Zwift account? It is free. You don't have to pay to run on Zwift. But all you do is you download the Zwift app onto your phone, your iPad. You also need to download the Zwift Companion app. Then you go to the Zwift Companion app, you search events, you search for the Monday Run Club, 7:30 UK time. Depends where you are in the world as well. The time will be listed differently for you. Load up the Zwift Companion app and click join. Hopefully it's still showing. So there's Karl-Heinz Engel. Was that P. Woods there? Yeah, that's P. Woods. Karl-Heinz Engel is the guy with the blue t-shirt on and the stripe. So, 134 BPM for... Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Cool, that was close. I automatically switched to a cyclist. I didn't even do anything, and it automatically switched to a cyclist. Luckily, we got them back. So there's Michael Haase in his Giro d'Italia t-shirt. Nico, 163. So Nico is working hard. Nico is the guy in the group who seems to be working the hardest early on. So maybe he's stepping up from Group B and trying to stretch himself a little bit. Good for him. You can join. Yeah, you should be able to just join it, Archie. If it says join now, you can join now. If you can't join the group, you can still just select one of the runners. So you could select Nico or Michael Haase or Emily Williams. You could select any of those runners and click run with. So we're coming into the mining town now. Nico's on 165 BPM, so he is working hard. Good for him. Coming up to 4 kilometres now. They are gradually increasing the pace. 12.4 kilometres an hour now, Nico at. So they are around about 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 sets in now. So well done for Nico. Look, his heart rate is going up. 168 now. But let's keep our eyes on Nico just for a bit. His cadence is quite slow though, isn't it? 156 steps per minute. So keep it going, Nico. Doing well. Tim Gross just sitting near the back there with Jeff Bassett. Mark Sanderson there as well. Mark Sanderson, 144 BPM, so he's fairly comfortable. So you can just see Group B a little bit further back. John Scala there, 1 minute 24 seconds back. And Jeff Allen as well is down there in Group B. Jeff Bassett, no heart rate. And Tim hasn't got a heart rate either, as we know. But actually, all of their steps per minute are fairly sedate at the moment, aren't they? So Tim's doing 159. Oh, but Aaron Green's up at 172. P. Wood's 179. So the minute I say they're all fairly sedate, we see two people who are gunning it a bit more. 154 there. RCCMUC, whoever that is from Germany. And Vadu.
Right on.
154, again, taking it very sedate. And heart rate of 129 BPM. Dean Hand says, looking forward to getting back on Zwift next week. Had a break after my ultra and the wife wanting to get the decorating finished. Oh, don't start saying that. Victoria will say, now that I'm injured, she'll want me to finish the decorating off as well. We've got plenty of decorating to do. So Christoph, his heart rate is great. 136, only just touching into the yellow zone now. So he's doing very well. And Michael Haase, 149. Emily Williams doesn't have heart rate. How's Nico doing? 170 for Nico now. So this is hurting Nico. He is putting in a good shift today. And they are nearly halfway through the session. Let's have a look. Well, he's only going at 12 kilometres. Oh yeah, well, they've dropped back down again now. Okay, so they're back down, and then they'll build up again. So they're coming up to the second build up now.
Nice.
10 kilometres in all, so they're coming up to halfway. So let's hope Nico can hold on. This is just a little recovery period, so they've built up the speed once. They've gone gradually up and up and up, and now they've dropped back down again to 12, and they will build up again for a second time. Just gets the heart working, because it's always good to get the heart up high and then back down again, then up high and back down again. Like doing interval sessions, except this is a kind of more protracted interval session. So Nico's heart rate is just coming down a little bit now that they've slowed. .138 for our German chap, and 1:33 for Christoph from Belgium. Michael Haase. 144. Good job. Pete Byrne, 139 for him. Emily Williams, no heart rate, but she's chugging along at 183 steps per minute. Coming past the waterfall. We're out of the mining town now. Jeff Partridge says, missed the start. What's the injury, Stephen? Not too serious, I hope. Spine to train for. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to make the spine.
Right on.
I've had a niggle in my right foot for about 3 weeks after I did the 1066 100 mile race about a month ago, and I gradually started to feel this pain after that, and the more I ran, the worse it got. So a few days ago, about 2 weeks ago, I decided to stop running to let it heal in time for the North Downs Way 100 on Saturday, but it hadn't really healed, and I started the North Downs Way on Saturday with pain in my foot, just praying that I could get through it. But by 10 miles in, I knew really it was too much pain. Got to 20 miles and said, this is ridiculous, because I've got Chamonix at the end of August. I'd rather do Chamonix than finish North Downs Way. So I called it a day on Saturday at 20 miles at the North Downs Way 100. And hopefully I've got 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks now, to do no running at all. And then try and get round TDS in Chamonix. So we'll see if that happens. Fingers crossed. So they are just gradually getting up to speed again now. .138 for Pete Byrne. Michael has a 145. Speed gradually increasing up to 12.3. So around about the second or third interval after the break. And they've been going for about half an hour. 5.7 kilometres done. So 3.5 miles they've run so far. There's Tim at the back. Tim just holding the group together. Let's see if Tim is broadcasting on his YouTube channel. He doesn't tend to these days. I haven't seen him broadcast on it for a long time. No, he's not there, so
nice.
I'm gonna have to do something about that and see if I can find another way to broadcast Tim's stream. So as well as the Film My Run YouTube channel, we have the Zwift Live channel, which is what I'm broadcasting on now. Film My Run on Facebook, and oh, that's my treadmill view you can see there, by the way. This is my third camera. So when I start running again, you should be able to see just here, look, my speed on the treadmill, and elevation gain as well is here. So when I am over my injury and when I'm actually running, you will be able to see the actual speed of my treadmill when I'm doing these sessions. Unfortunately, it's a bit pointless right now because I'm not running. So Tim has done 6 kilometres. He's at 12.2 kilometres per hour. Should be going up a bit in a minute. They should be on 12.3 any second now. What's Aaron doing? Aaron's on 12.4 according to his stats, and Jeff Bassett 12.2, P Woods 12.3, 12.3 for RCC. Nico, heart rate of 171, and
right on.
12.3 speed. So this section of Watopia is one of the newest sections. This is the desert flats. But when we first got a view of the desert flats, we noticed a blocked off road down into what looked like a forest area. And as of the latest update to Zwift, that forest area is now available. So you can go and ride or run through Titan's Grove. So enter Watopia and look for any of the routes that will take you through Titan's Grove. I did read them out earlier. I'll read them out again for you if I can find them. So Bigfoot Hills, Dust in the Wind, Muir and the Mountain, Quatch Quest and Sand and Sequoias. They are all the routes that you can run in Watopia, which will get you to Titan's Grove, the brand new forest area of Zwift. If you don't know anything about Watopia, Watopia is our imaginary world that we run in. So we do have a few worlds which are real life worlds. We have London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, USA. Those are all real world representations, whereas Watopia is completely, well, it is completely fictional, but some bits of it are based on real life. And they do say that the Titan Grove is based a little bit on Yellowstone National Park.
Right on.
Thank you. When I say it seems to say ride on. I have voice control on my mic, and it's some of the sounds are triggered by things that I say. So if I say ride on, it should say that. But also it's triggered by saying some other things like didn't do it that time, but sometimes it does. So Jeff Partridge says, wise decision, all the best runners are DNFing 100 milers this month. Well, gel about TDS, enjoy the sham dance. Yes, I will, Jeff. Well, you know I did CCC last year, so we'll try and get around TDS this year, but it is a longer course this year, 140 kilometres and 9,000 metres of ascent. So it's going to be tough, and especially if I still have my injury, it's going to be even tougher. Pete Byrne says thumbs up. Thank you, Pete. I should go and give some thumbs up shortly. There's Jeff Bassett. I'll give him one. Thumbs up, that is. And
Ride on.
Woods. Aaron Green can have a ride on. I'm just being careful not to click onto cyclists as they cycle past, because then I could be in trouble and not find anyone. Here's Nico. 170. He is still keeping up. So, Nico, let's have a look here. .5. So they are about 7 reps from the end. 4 reps before they start to get a lot faster.
Ride on.
It's done it again. See, when I go it says ride on. 171. He was just touching a bit higher there, wasn't he, as well? So Nico is really doing well. Stick with it. Well done, Nico. Proud of you, buddy. Keep it going. Always nice to see somebody trying to stretch themselves, trying to go out of their comfort zone. That's how you get training improvements. That's how you get
Ride on.
That's how you get more stamina. That's how you get better speed, is by pushing yourself beyond what you thought you could do. And we don't have to do that all the time, of course. If we did it all the time, we'd be burnt out pretty quickly. And for a lot of these A group runners today, it is a gentle start to the week, a warm up to their training week, a good gradual progression run. Tim says he's watching himself watching him. I am watching myself watching myself. Oh, so are you not running either? So Tim is Is that right? Are you not actually running? You're just using the app to watch yourself run. I don't know. I don't know what's Tim. I saw Tim commentating the other day, or at least watching himself the other day, not actually running. I don't actually have the app that does that. You can get an app where you can just set a treadmill speed on your phone, even though the treadmill is not running. And you know, if you wanted to cheat, if you wanted to pretend you're running and you're not actually running, then you could do that. But you'd only be cheating yourself, wouldn't you? And Tim is doing it obviously for.
Right on.
For streaming purposes rather than trying to cheat, and he will delete his run at the end so he doesn't get extra points or extra distance that he hasn't actually done. So we're still watching Nico. His heart rate is coming down actually at 167, and they are at 12.8 kilometers an hour. So they are approaching the 13s and the 14s now. He's just jumped up to 172. Look, he heard me talking about him. So that's the reason Tim has no heart rate, because Tim is a bogus Tim. And so the way that I've done this is by just logging on to Zwift and choosing to run with one of the people who I know is in the workout. So I am not actually in this workout at all. All I'm doing is following some people who are in the run.
Right on.
And trying desperately not to click on cyclists, which will take me away. So that means that I can see other people's heart rates.
Nice.
It is nice, thank you. So we've been watching Nico, who seems to be the person who's struggling the most in terms of keeping the pace and heart rate. He's working the hardest. I shouldn't say struggling the most. He's working the hardest out of everyone. Karl-Heinz Engel, 147 BPM. They are now pushing it up to 13 kilometers an hour. Yeah, so they are about 4 reps away from the end now. They've got 2 kilometres, just over 2 kilometres left to run to the end of Monday Run Club. And they are spreading out a bit now, so I am getting quite a lot of cyclists intermingled between the runners. If by accident I press on one that's going the opposite direction, I'm in big trouble. You don't want to do that. Honestly, years ago, I remember watching Nathan commentating on the cycling and getting in all sorts of trouble because he pressed on something and he'd lose everybody. Those are in the olden days of cycling when those kind of things would happen. It doesn't happen so much these days. But I've just chosen to go a different route because I want to see people's heart rates. If I was actually in the workout, then I would be able to only click on runners because I wouldn't have any cyclists on the right-hand side there. As it is. Oh, you see, there we are. We've automatically switched. We've automatically switched to a cyclist who is miles away from the runners. So that's what we didn't want to happen. That's what we didn't want to happen. Now, which direction are we going? Because I need to now find... They're going through the forest. So this is the forest section. Now, this is no good to anyone because we are in totally the wrong place now. I need to see if I can go back and find some cyclists somewhere. Some runners, rather. No, they're in the forest. This is awkward, isn't it? Do I just keep going back? See if I can find cyclists, runners? This was the risk. This was the risk of not joining the actual workout, was losing everybody. The only other option is to log out and log back in again. Ah, there's a runner, Bronte. Question is she part of any of the groups? Doesn't really look like it, does it? She's on her own. And we're in Titans Grove, so we're in the wrong place altogether. And it's so close to the end of the group now, the end of the run, that by the time I've logged back in again... Right, now,
Right on.
which direction is he going? Are they going back or are they going the other direction? Because if he's going the right way, we'll catch up to the runners. This is frustrating, isn't it? So what do we do? I think the quickest thing to do is to log out and log back in again, isn't it? We're going to have to do that. Right, let's do that. We've done it. I've closed Zwift. So it should disappear. Come on. Now we'll log back in. Give it a second. Right, now what we do now is we try and join a runner who I know is in the race. Oh yes, fan view. I could have done that, couldn't I, Tim? I could have done fan view on the companion app. That's true. Never mind. But I could still do that now. We're logging in. Skip that. Okay, right. And we want to be in Watopia. Here we are. There's Tim. Run with Tim. Sometimes it takes a little bit of a time to load the world. Here we go. And there we are, back with the runners. Thank goodness for that. And they've got about 800 metres to go to the end of the session. So we know that Tim hasn't got any heart rate. Let's have a look at Nico. Nico is in zone 5 at 179 BPM. So this has been a session and a half for Nico. Good work. 170 steps per minute and 179 BPM. He is, I don't know how old Nico is, but he must be approaching the top of his heart rate there. He has worked his socks off today for Monday Run Club. Well done to Nico. Good job. So we can give him another ride on. Let's give Michael Hasser a ride on. We can give. Now that I've logged in again, I can give everyone a ride on again. Emily Williams gets a ride on. Pete Byrne. Gordon Pete. Back to Nico, and then see there's the risk again, isn't it? Aaron Green. Jeff Bassett. You'll notice that I know most people's first names. That's simply because when you join Zwift and you run regularly on Zwift and you turn up at events, we get to know you. And it's like being in your own little online virtual running club where people do tend to get to know each other, which is great. Although I don't actually know Nico. So well done, Nico. They're just coming to the end. 400 metres to go. They've done their hard session. They've done the hard work. They are dropping down now to recovery. 12 kilometres an hour now for the last 400 metres of the session. And that will be Monday Run Club done for another week. And I'll be back on Wednesday with Wednesday workout. Again, I won't be running. I will be commentating. Keep your eyes open in the Zwift Companion app for all the events that are coming up. There will be another race series coming up soon. I hope everyone enjoyed the Norseman series last week and the Norseman Triathlon, which happened on Saturday. Tim going for a sprint at the end. And Nico's heart rate is coming down now, 172. So he did definitely hit 180 at one point there. 200 metres to go for the guys now. And our one girl. Always good to have female representation in Group A. Becca Ward is usually our Group A female representative. Mark Sanderson. Oh, there was cyclist. Aaron Green. Nico. Oh, no, go back. Tim Gross finished a custom workout. Jeff Bassett's finished a custom workout. Well done, guys. Some people carry on running once they're finished. Other people will just stop and log out. Emily Williams is walking. Michael Hasser is walking. Well done, everybody. Good job, guys. That is Monday Run Club done for another week. Pete Byrne says, well done, everybody. And Michael Hasser. Oh, that was funny. His heart rate clipped in and went out again. 145 heart rate, coming down now. Walking pace, just chilling out at the end of the run. And that is it for Monday Run Club. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We'll join you again, or you join me again, Wednesday, 7:30 UK time. If you want to run, have a look at the Zwift Companion app. There are plenty of different options for you to run on Wednesday. Wednesday workout is run over 4 different sessions. Choose the one that suits you best, your time zone. Because in the USA, for example, this may be a little bit early for you. This is kind of middle of the afternoon in the USA. So you might want to join either one of the earlier runs, so you run early morning, or one of the later runs, so you run later on this evening. European time, this is just about right. But again, if you're in Asia or Australia, join cyclists now, but it doesn't really matter anymore. There's Nico. So Nico is just running it out. And Pete Byrne just up ahead, walking it out. So just check the Zwift Companion app for the time that's most suitable for you. And join a group that is most suitable for you as well. So if this group looked a bit fast for you, you might want to join Group B or Group C or Group D, all of which go slightly slower and for not quite as much distance. So have a look at the Zwift Companion app and choose the run that you would like to do. We'd love to have you on Zwift. We'd love to see you running on Zwift. It is free, completely free at the moment. So please get in there, get your account, go to the Zwift website, zwift.com/run. and you can sign up for your own free Zwift account and get running with us. All you need is a foot pod. Get on a treadmill either at the gym, or if you're lucky enough to have a treadmill at home, use your foot pod, pair with the Zwift app on your phone, on your iPad or on your computer, and join us in a group run sometime soon. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. It's been a pleasure talking you through Monday Run Club today. And no more messages coming through, so I will see you all next time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.